Hello, this is Peyton, and I am wanting to share some of my stories with you guys. So, I've written these over the years, and the first one is entitled Farewell. I wrote this in 2007. My clothes are ragged and covered in dirt. I feel so abandoned. I have no one to blame but myself. I'm here because of me. Me kept wanting to explore and play. Me followed the road to the town of Self. Self was a quaint town that had many dark places one could go to find pleasure. Me kept falling into the town's traps. Me was being imprisoned and tricked the whole time without suspecting a thing. Me became conceited and wanted nothing to do with anyone else. Me would not help anyone in need. I knew what was right and what was wrong. I knowingly joined me in a path of self-destruction. Pull up. As I said before, I have no one to blame but myself. Pull up. Don't keep sinking further and further into self-lies. Get out of here. Find the one who can make all this go away. I said to me, I'm getting out of here. So long, self. Goodbye, farewell. And then I have one that I wrote in 2009, which is called Heartache. Today is a day of grief and despair. The rain falls from the misty gray clouds. The sky brings a storm our way. Furious flashes of lightning streaking through the sky with rolling sounds of thunder. Dozens of funnel clouds forming violent tornadoes that rage across the land. Plummeting rain that pounds furiously onto the surface. Every element of nature's fury surrounds us in this empty hole. We want to escape to seek shelter, and suddenly a gentle voice is heard beyond the chaos. Silence falls upon this land. All the elements of the storm have ceased to exist. This was all caused by one single person, an angry, grieving person who has lost someone that was deeply loved. Heartache overwhelmed, but God has comforted and calmed the storm. This was in 2009 I wrote this. I had just lost one of my grandparents, and one of my uncles, and one of my aunts. And it was just a very trying time for me, and I wrote this to kind of express how I felt. And then I wrote one entitled Heart, Mind, Love. This is a story of heart, mind, and love. Mind likes to confuse heart. Confusion dwells in the innermost, deepest part of this love. He plays a game with heart, landing her in a labyrinth of confusing entanglements of emotions. Heart is stranded and depends on herself to escape this hard maze. She wanders to every place and part of the labyrinth, only to find more entanglements of confusion. Finally, she realizes that when it comes to love, she needs help. That help only comes from the Great Spirit. Heart sees Great Spirit in the distance, inching ever so closer to him. Great Spirit reaches out and takes her in his arms, carrying her to the exit. Mind is furious that his tricks did not trip Heart. Great Spirit looks on as Heart runs into the arms of love. He embraces Heart and looks her into the eyes of Heart with great joy. Love never doubted that Heart would find him. He knew she would escape the grasp of Mind as long as she learned to seek help from Great Spirit. Love has been revealed to Heart, and they walk away in happiness. And that was written in 2011. This one I wrote this year back in July or August. Back in June, my bad. June the 19th is when I wrote this one. A New Life. His name he does not know. Neither does he know how he got into this place, or how he got to this place. He takes in all of the magnificent landscape that surrounds him. The grass covering the earth is greener than any grass he has seen before in his life. Flowers of a vivid array of colors fill the meadows. Majestic mountains proudly stand tall with their snow-capped peaks. He suddenly hears the chirping of birds. This sound is followed by winds rustling the leaves on the trees. Nature's symphony orchestrated just for him. The river runs in melody with singing birds. Deer leap in rhythm to the sounds that fill the air. The sun paints a vivid artwork of blue, orange, and pink on the canvas as it sits. A million dancing stars light up the night sky. A beam of moonlight shines on a large object seen in the distance. He walks ever closer to identify what is standing in the middle of the field. It has a rugged appearance that easily suggests it has seen many years past. Although it has aged, it remains strong and sturdy. The branches reach what looks to be miles away from the tree trunk. A humongous trunk that would take thousands of people to wrap around it. The leaves glisten in the moonlight with radiant beauty. Fireflies float around the tree, illuminating every detail of the oak tree. He began to notice words carved on the bark. Words like wisdom, hope, faith, love, laughter, joy, and kindness were sketched onto the ridges of the bark. He glances across the field to see a figure walking his way. A beautiful brunette with long flowing hair comes into focus. She was a classic beauty that radiated warmth and joy. He knew he was home. And the last one I just wrote on the 8th of this month. And it is entitled Loneliness, My Companion. And did I just delete that? Hold on just a second. Okay, loneliness, my companion. Loneliness surrounds me all the time. It creeps into every corner of my room. Music drowns out the silence that would otherwise fill the air. I hear the sad strings of a violin weeping with each haunting sound. My only other companion is emptiness. I want to feel something. All the emotions are gone. There is no happiness, nor is there sadness. I feel as though I have been abandoned in a vast land of nothing. Everyone I love has disappeared. If I hurt myself, will anyone honestly care? Am I the ugly monster everyone fears? To hurt would only bring pain. I have to feel something. Loneliness still overwhelms this room, this empty room for the monster to dwell. And of course, that one was written when I was very down. I had, every emotion that could be felt was not felt. All the emotions were gone. I felt completely abandoned. I just had nowhere to turn, or at least I felt like I didn't have anywhere to turn. Even though I have all these friends and I'm surrounded by friends and family, I just felt like I had no one to talk to, that nobody wanted to talk to me, but I wrote this, and some of my friends and family read it, and I guess I expressed myself how I felt through the words, and they were concerned about me, but all is good now. I am joyful, so I am happy, and I just want people out there to know that if you do feel lonely, you're never alone. There's somebody out there that loves you. There's somebody out there that cares, and just talk to somebody. That's all I had to do. I just had to talk to somebody. But I had gotten it into my head. Nobody had time for me. Nobody wanted to talk to me. And that was all untrue. That was just a bunch of lies. And I hope you enjoyed listening to what I wrote. I hope you liked it. If you did, please comment. And I might see you next time. So everyone, have a good day, good week, good month, good year. Bye-bye.